Dr. Debasish Biswas, our principal, Sir, Dr. Shubir Ghosh, the coordinators of BBA, BCA, and BHM department, our technical helps, and our beloved students. It is an immense pride for us to welcome Dr. Debashish Biswas to conduct our session today with all of us at Nopany Institute of Management Studies. Dr. Debashish Biswas holds the position of Associate Professor in the Department of Business Administration at Vidyasagar University, West Bengal. MPhil in Commerce from Periyar University, Dr. Biswas did his PhD in Commerce from the University of North Bengal in 2011. His area of research was productivity and industrial relations. Dr. Biswas completed his MCom in 2000 and MBA in HR in 2002 from Burdwan University. A net qualified in human resource management, Dr. Biswas has an experience of more than 14 years in postgraduate teaching. He has presented 105 research papers in different areas of management at different national and international seminars and conferences, and has authored 84 research papers in national and international journals of repute. He is a life member of the Indian Commerce Association and All India Accounting Association. He has authored 26 books in the domain of management and has contributed 21 chapters in various edited books. He received the Best Business Academic of the Year award in 2016 at the 69th All India Commerce Conference organized by Lucknow University, and also received Bharat Vikas Award in 2018 from the Institute of Self-Reliance, Orissa. Dr. Biswas developed study materials for MBA course for the distance education wing of Tejpur Central University, Assam, study materials for the MCom course for the distance education wing of Vidyasagar University, West Bengal, and study materials for the BBA course for the distance education wing of Orissa State Open University, Sambalpur. He has successfully guided 10 PhD scholars and is a reviewer of several renowned journals indexed in Scopus, Web of Science, etc. He has been invited as a resource person at various corporate training programs. It is an honor for us to have him here today. We request Sir to start his session. Sir, it's over to you now.
Thank you very much to all the organizing members of such a beautiful session on women entrepreneurship. So just sharing my PPT with you. Yes. So please move to the second slide. So my sincere gratitude to the principals of Nopany Institute of Management Science, Kolkata, and I want to deliver my address on women entrepreneurship. So before going to the discussion, first of all, we must understand actually what is entrepreneur. So I'm starting with my presentations with the definitions provided by Scotty Belsky, and he told that it is not about ideas, because you know that every time thousands of ideas are coming to our mind, but we are unable to implement a single idea. So the first precondition to become an entrepreneur is about making ideas happen. So you cannot start your venture, you cannot start your entrepreneurship or startup business only with your idea. But capability must be there, so that your idea, your dream, your thought, it can be transformed. into reality. Side by side, two things have to be done. One is your thought process, another is your action. If two things juxtapose, two things, actually, if we say two things are side by side, then we can create various types of new venture, various types of startups, so that we can make a dramatic change in the society. If there is sufficient number of entrepreneurs, it might be male entrepreneur or female or women entrepreneur, then one thing, one benefit that is sure, that is our society as well as our societal people will be benefited. If you say that when you will become an entrepreneur, your prime motive is to earn money, prime motive is only to earn profit, then the meaning of entrepreneur will surely vanish. So there must be some difference between entrepreneur and the businessman. So the motive of businessman, the first motive is to earn profit, to maximize the net worth of their business. But the prime motive of entrepreneur is to bring some positive change in the society. So if there are sufficient number of entrepreneurs in our country, then small changes created by so many entrepreneurs, irrespective of gender, can definitely bring some positive impact in our society or in our country, and our society will move forward, our country will prosper. So that's why the definitions is very appropriately told by Scott. It is not about ideas, it is about making ideas happen. So your idea must be transformed into action, transformed into reality. So entrepreneur is someone who discovers the need of society and tries to meet the same. If your aspiration is to become an entrepreneur, then first of all, you have to search the basic need of the society, the basic problem of the society. And the basic need or the basic problem of the society can be solved by delivering some unique product or by delivering some unique services. That is the indicators of contribution from the end of any type of entrepreneur. Either they will offer some unique product or they will offer some unique service. But the basic thing is, first you have to understand the pain of the people of the society, the problems faced by the people in your society. And if you can really realize the pain of those people, and accordingly you try to bring some product or some service into the market, then obviously the societal people will be benefited, society will be benefited, as well as being an entrepreneur, he will contribute some positive things to the society in order to solve some basic problems. So that is the difference between entrepreneur and businessman. And there are certain also differences between businessman as well as the industry people. So all things are not same, are not equivalent to each other. Some unique differences are there, and that must be understood. And another definitions given by Jima and define the entrepreneur as a person who creates a new business. Suppose you have your family business, and when you will be becoming adult, then you are taking the responsibility of your parents' business or of your father's business. That is not basically entrepreneurship. So the condition is, if you want to become an entrepreneur, might be women entrepreneur or anything else, the condition is you have to create a new business which is unique, which is aboriginal, which is novel, which cannot be compared with any other existing things. Then you can proclaim that you are a successful entrepreneur. An entrepreneur always faces an uncertain situation. In the journey of entrepreneur, all situations are not certain. So many uncertainty will be there. So many predictions should be done. So many forecasting has to be conducted by the entrepreneur. And so that you can also earn some profit. I am not saying if you're an entrepreneur and your aim is not to earn profit. Yes, but your first aim is to contribute the society. And automatically when you will contribute the society, obviously the society will also give you some return in the form of profit. And your organizations will grow up gradually. So growth to identify opportunity and provide the resources to achieve it. So the first condition to survive in your society or in our country, that is to grow. When you will realize that you are not growing, it implies that death is sure, death is certain. So therefore, till the end of your life, in the journey of the entrepreneurship, you never stop. You grow gradually. I am not saying that you grow very fast, but you must grow gradually so that you can get a success in the domain of entrepreneurship. And here I'm giving one comparison that is called entrepreneurial life and tree. Our journey of an entrepreneur, it can be very much compared with the journey of a tree. How? The question is how? How the journey of entrepreneur as well as the journey of a tree, it is same if you can truly compare. The basic objectives of a tree, if you think a big tree, then it has only three things. One is root, but root is very unseen. You cannot see the root. And another thing is trunk. And if the root is very strong, if the trunk is very straight, the tree would be very powerful. And it will have some crowns. So one tree having three parts. One is root, the second one is trunk, and third one is its branches, crowns. The same thing happens with the journey of entrepreneur. So if you would like to become a successful entrepreneur in your life, then first you have to strengthen your roots. First you have to strengthen your roots. So how can you strengthen your roots? Through connection. If your connectivity is more, suppose you are politically connected, you are socially connected, you have some good friends, good family support, good societal support, good country support. If all these supports you can manage or you can get, then obviously your root of your entrepreneurial journey would become very strong. And when your roots are strong, automatically your trunk would become very rigid, not very much flexible. And this trunk, actually, in the journey of the entrepreneur, is called cultivation. So the first root is being compared with connection, and the second trunk is compared with your cultivation. Your cultivations means your stability, your physical stamina, your mental stamina, your emotional stability, your emotional intelligence. All these things make you very strong, and you will be easily differentiated from normal human beings in our society. If you behave just like a normal human beings, then obviously you would not become an entrepreneur in your life. If you want to become an entrepreneur, you must be very passionate. You have to be immersed with ideas. Just it is like a flow or immersion or deep thought process. In this way, you have to cultivate yourself. You have to develop yourself. You have to be nurtured. You have to be properly counseled, properly self-motivated, self-leadership, instincts, rigidity, perseverance, your competencies. All things you have to develop gradually, so that your trunk, your cultivation, that is the second part in the journey of entrepreneur. So when your connection is very strong, you have cultivated yourself in such a way, then you can say, sir, now I am capable to contribute. Many people, what they do, first they think how to contribute. Never. This is not the right process. The first is your connection, your devotion, your power, and the second is your cultivation. All types of stability that must you have. And you nurture yourself, you develop yourself, you grow yourself, you educate yourself. Then you can say you can contribute towards the society. So if you want to become a good entrepreneur, the first criteria, you have to be very, very selfish at the initial point of your life. Very, very selfish. Why I'm saying this? If you want to develop yourself, then all concentration should be given only upon you. You should be very much focused. And if all things happens, then you can truly develop yourself. Then you are ready to contribute to the society, contribute towards the country. So that's why entrepreneurial life and the life of a tree, or the stages of a tree is same. So what I would like to say, you being an entrepreneur, you have to marry with the problem. So many normal people are there, only they are satisfied with the solution. With the solution, they basically try to avoid any kind of problem into their life. But truly, if you want to become a successful entrepreneur, every time you have to love the problem, not love the solution. You dig out the problem of the society. You try to explore the genuine problem faced by the societal people. And if you can easily understand it, if you can realize the problem, then you will find the opportunity in that problem. So actually, opportunity lies in a problem. So if there is a problem, that means there is an opportunity. If there is no problem, there is no existence of opportunity. So to dig out the problem, try to explore the problem, try to find the problem. So actually the problem means what? The problem means your expectation and your reality, and if you can take the difference, that is problem. So problem means the difference between your expectation and your actual happenings. If any gap is there, that is problem. Suppose your dream is to earn 1 crore per year, but presently you are earning 10 lakhs per year. So 1 crore minus 10 lakhs, that is the 90 lakhs, that is your problem. So entrepreneurs must love, must marry with the problem. So next slide, please. Because from my end, I am not doing anything with my slide. Anyone is there? Yes, yes, yes. So somebody once said, educate a woman and you will educate a family. If mother is educated, then you will find that all the children in that family will be educated. There is no doubt. So the first criteria, if you educate a woman, then entire family members will be educated. But what I am trying to say, empower a woman to become an entrepreneur. That is the responsibility of the country should take. The society will take this responsibility, how to become a woman entrepreneur. We are not talking about the male entrepreneur. We are giving more emphasis on the women entrepreneur. Because if we create one women entrepreneur, then we are sure that entire family members, there is a chance to become the entrepreneurs in their family. Entrepreneurship is the need of the nation right now. It is the surest and the quickest way to make India a superpower. And once upon a time, Jawaharlal Nehru, his important quotation is that you can tell the condition of a nation. You can tell the condition of a nation by looking at the status of its women. So if you want to tell the condition of your country, of a particular nation, then first you have to look the status of the women of that country. What a beautiful line told by Jawaharlal Nehru. So now the question is, who are women entrepreneurs? Who are women entrepreneurs? This is the fundamental question. So women entrepreneurs, actually, it can be defined in this way. A women or group of women, when they take some initiative, a women or group of women, when they take some sort of initiative, they organize and they run a business enterprise. That is called women entrepreneurs. So as per the definitions given by Government of India, an enterprise owned and controlled, owned as well as controlled by a woman, having a minimum financial interest must be 51% of the capital invested into that venture. Again, I am saying, an enterprise owned and controlled by a woman having a minimum financial interest of 51% of the capital and minimum employment generation of that enterprise, it will be also at least 51%. So the ownership will be 50%, and the total employees who will be working in that organization, in that enterprise, in that startup, that will be also at least 51%. Then you can say that, yes, it is one example of women entrepreneurship. So an enterprise owned and controlled by a woman having a minimum financial interest of 51% of the capital and giving at least 51% of the employment generated in the enterprise to women. That is the correct definitions of women enterprise. Now the features of women entrepreneurs. What are the features of women entrepreneurs? The first is, I have already told you, the entire control and the management. So the control is very, very important thing. All things are happening in your organization. All people are working with you, but always keep in your mind the remote control, it would be in your hand. So the managing power as well as the control mechanism always should be very strict. Otherwise, you cannot run any enterprise. And the second features of women entrepreneur, employment to women. That's why Government of India has already told the 51%, at least 51% of the total workforce of your organization, it must be 51%. So we are giving more priority to the women employees, not only the women entrepreneurs, but also we are giving more emphasis on the women workforce, women employees, women workers in your organization. Another feature of women entrepreneur, the risk-taking capacity. But I am not saying that always you will take risk. Yes, you have to take risk, but before taking this risk, you must calculate it. How much risk you are going to take, whether this risk is affordable to you or not. Suppose you are investing 1 crore rupees and accidentally your organization fails. Then what will happen? You have to bear the entire loss of 1 crore. So in that time, you will not be able to take this type of excessive risk. So first you try to limit, first you try to compute the risk that you are taking, that is tolerable to you. So first you have to mention the limit and always keep in your limit. Don't cross that limit. So you take risk, but the risk must be calculated risk. Suppose you can bear up to 10 lakhs. If 10 lakhs goes, then it will not create an impact upon you. So 10 lakh is your calculated risk. So within 10 lakhs, you will try to run your entrepreneurship.